Check 1 2.
Check.
Check 1 2. So good.
Check, check.
So good.
You enjoying Grandma's butter puck?
Oh my God. It is so good.
We can talk about
That?
butter
Talk
pucks
about that?
on the show today.
Oh.
We've been texting about the weather. JB not joining us.
JB not joining us. Yeah, because
Some-
we're not at Scotty's today.
Sometimes I just feel like saying, well, it would be mean though, so I wouldn't. Saying something like, it's nice to know where we fit on the priority scale.
Yeah, well, it's pretty low.
Because he usually says, no, he's not joining us, but he'll always add what he's doing instead.
I know.
Like, I wish sometimes he wouldn't, because you're just thinking, well, yeah, no, sleep is more important than us. He couldn't get up yesterday.
Sorry, guys, I slept in.
I slept in. Or I'm going to Tremblant. Or I'm going to the
skiing.
cottage.
Yeah, I'm going cottage.
I have to take so-and-so to do whatever.
Yeah.
Someone's got hockey. Someone's got soccer. Someone's got swimming.
Yeah.
Like, the list goes on.
Someone has ballet.
I got to go shopping.
Yeah.
I got to remember the sanding board days.
Oh, the sanding board days.
I have to sand my sanding board.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's a great guy. We miss him, but it hurts even more, right? When you just keep getting told,
I know.
you're lying somewhere between walking the dog and getting groceries, maybe, is where we fall.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could talk about that.
Put us first, JB.
How about put us 12th. Put us 12th.
Then he still wouldn't be out here.
Why did I pick a word I can barely pronounce? Put us 7th.
7th.
Yeah. Put us maybe above cutting the grass.
Yeah.
But maybe not as high as fixing the plumbing.
Yeah, well.
Or something.
Yeah. If
you
it's
know?
leaking, I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a non-plumbing emergency, or cleaning.
Cleaning, exactly.
Put us above cleaning the bathroom.
Yeah, like I do.
Yeah.
Like vacuuming.
Which most people do, clean the bathrooms.
I put us above vacuuming.
Yeah. But maybe below. You don't put us below much.
No.
Below driving your daughter to school or something.
Actually, this is...
Which I normally do.
Oh, okay. I don't.
What?
Well, I do, actually.
Yeah.
Not on a daily basis, of course. I put this first, actually.
What? The show.
The podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
And our coffees come first.
Yeah. And, well,
yeah.
Okay. That's a whole other level of comparison.
Yeah.
Those are as easy to do as anything.
Yeah.
I get the fact these are pseudo-scheduled and take a bit of time.
Wow.
When we meet for coffee, it can be any time, and it can be for 10 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a huge ask.
It is not.
That hurts even more when you
But like
think
you
about
said,
it.
yesterday slept in.
That hurts even more.
Yeah.
I wonder when the last coffee we had with JB was. Just the coffee. I couldn't tell you.
I don't remember.
I remember we had coffee once during COVID in our vehicles behind the grocery store in Stittsville. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah.
That was a weird one, eh?
Yeah.
Were we parked in a triangle?
Yeah.
Talking out our windows?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this came about.
I do remember that.
Yeah. So should we get going?
But what else do you have?
Me?
I really don't have much else.
Well, we just talked for 3.5 minutes.
I've got butter pucks.
Butter
JB, weather, sends. I know you want to talk about your sends. Landman. I think I gave a shout out to
holiday.
Landman already. GST holiday. Could I get the GST off the truck? That's huge.
I don't think they're
Does it apply to everything?
No.
I'm going to get someone to look into that.
Yeah.
Why not? Maybe that's something else they forgot to tell me.
Ask your buddy Justin. And Freeland.
Yeah.
Christia.
Well, GST holiday, I haven't been paying much attention, but now that it could impact
these coffees, you didn't pay GST on them.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to check that. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go. I'm going to have a bite of the butter puck.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
All right, DDT. I'm actually logging in here.
I'm having the butter puck. It's dripping.
You are right, I think. I think you're right on the GST there, DDT.
I am right.
So the traditional coffee
Started
order,
yesterday.
the traditional medium coffee at Tim Hortons. I'm going to try to call up an old order here. Shout out to the app. They've got a loaded app, man. Between the NHL pick game and ordering up your brews.
Should we talk about your mom's butter pucks to start?
Why don't you talk oh, yeah. See, I can't go back into my history. But I think you're right. I think a medium coffee cost me $1.83 today. And I'm pretty sure it's closer to $2 on a normal day. Eh?
Yeah, it is.
So what's that? Like 7 cent savings or something,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah, you just...
That's amazing.
It's good to help out, eh? For people of Canada.
That helps. It helps with the bottom line.
The
7
federal
cents
government
here.
took off the value-added tax on our...
Yep.
For all you Podbeanskis that
7
have
cents
VAT,
here, 7 cents here.
adds up.
You get about 50 of those, and you've got $1 right there in
Exactly.
savings.
That butter tart.
Oh, yeah, so the butter pucks.
Oh, my God. Duff.
I brought over one of Grandma's award-winning butter pucks. So for those of you who don't know, butter tarts.
It is so delicious.
Grandma's butter tarts, we call butter pucks because they were part of a massive fundraiser for one of the hockey teams a few years ago.
Okay.
Initiated by your good buddy, Eric Hobbins.
Oh, yeah.
The character with the giant hat at the Sens games.
Right.
Guess who else got a delivery? I shouldn't tell you this. You and JB will be upset.
I am. Now that you just said that, I'm like fuming right
Guess
now.
who else got a delivery yesterday? Eric Hobbins.
How does he get a delivery?
Because he was the original promoter.
Truly.
He was the original promoter of the butter pucks. And Grandma brought them into the Hobbins hockey shop at Bell Sensplex. And the butter pucks were on sale there for a whole year. Selling like hotcakes. Hot butter puck hotcakes.
Yeah, they're so good.
And the money went right to the Euchre Fund for the parents at the tournaments. It was a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, so Eric's still a big fan of the butter pucks.
I guess.
And,
Why wouldn't he be?
He got a little delivery yesterday. His old man was there. And the two of them were arguing about when they were going to eat the butter pucks.
How many did he get?
I'm not sure.
I get one.
Yeah, I could maybe get you another one.
Ah, there you go.
But, yeah, and then there was talk about more Euchre tournaments. And I'm like, I don't know.
These things are so good.
Glad you like them.
oh.
Do you feel okay now, though? Like, not too
Well,
rich?
I haven't finished eating it yet. But
Save some for later.
No,
They're
I'm
1,500 calories.
Really?
Yeah. So those butter pucks took first place in the Almont Horticultural Society Fair back in September. The same fair were Duff's pumpkins, carrots, tomatoes, herb mix, potatoes, and I forget what else. Took home some ribbons too. Gee, I wonder if we ever talked about that on the show. We must have.
Oh, boy.
I made all my money back for the entry fees, plus more. Probably bought a few coffees out of that for you.
There you go.
Man, it was a good fall.
Therefore, I like when you enter those things.
Yeah, it was good fall. Good weather this fall. Eh?
It was beautiful.
Then there was a very
And it's cold now.
abrupt, sharp slap in the face about 2 weeks ago, eh?
Yeah.
I remember I biked into work one day and I did not bike home. Yeah, my bike's at work still.
It started
Still sitting there.
snowing and
Still sitting there.
you got screwed.
Couldn't bring it home either because you know
No
why.
truck.
You know why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that bites.
We'll stick our toes in the water a bit for that story today, but maybe finish it next week.
Well,
But yeah, the
because,
bike set, I can't really say, oh, hey, can you give me a ride home? Great. Oh, can I put my bike in the back seat? Yeah, that's not going to work with anyone.
Why didn't you ask me? I would have thrown it in the back seat. Of course, I don't get off till 5, so you might have had to wait around.
I did think about you. I actually thought about JB too. I think when he's in the office,
he's earlier.
I think he's out of there pretty quick.
Yeah, he's early.
Yeah, he's like a second the clock hits 3 or whenever he's done, he's out, which is better timing for me for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for the offer. It fit in the back of that nice Rogers vehicle I see out there. Maybe. Eh?
By the way, I am getting my other one back.
Good.
It only took a week.
You're unlabeled.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need the unmarked
Yeah, you don't
one.
like it. Too many eyes on that big
Oh my
red
God.
Rogers vehicle.
Yeah,
Eh?
it's marked. don't like it.
Is it a nice ride though?
Oh, it's really nice.
Oh, that's good.
It's got Sirius XM in there.
Yeah.
Which is I don't want to give it back just because of that.
Yeah.
Because mine doesn't.
Oh, right. Because you have it in your own.
I have it in my own vehicle.
Buy
yeah.
it, but you're not going to buy it for a company vehicle.
No. I have it in my own vehicle.
Now, can't you get Sirius through your cell phone if you already have a
subscription?
I could.
I do.
You could. I do. Wing something up for the work vehicle if you had to.
Yeah. I can get it on my. Yeah, I do.
It's a lot of work just to listen to Poison on Lithium, though. Right?
Oh boy. Speaking of Poison.
Did
you buy those tickets?
I was looking for some deeper joke there. I thought you were
no
say,
joke.
Speaking of Poison, did you have to go to the Sens game or something?
No.
Have not yet. No, but it'll happen.
What is it?
I'm very confident it'll happen.
What is it? Poison.
So I'm a big Poison fan.
I
don't remember if we talked about this on the show before.
We did.
I really like Poison. I think they're just fun. They're a really fun band with some great songs. We'll have to get Mr. Petty back on one of these episodes to talk about.
It has been a couple of years
to talk about the influence Poison had on his musical career.
Did they?
Absolutely.
They had it. He's a country guy.
He plays everything, and he's influenced by a lot of stuff, but mainly by Poison.
You will not hear the dad bods.
Dan will have to call in and let us know how significant Poison's influence was on his musical career.
You will not hear the dad bods play any Poison.
And that's why nobody ever hears the dad bods, probably.
Exactly.
To answer your question, I think...
Yeah.
Well, there was a bunch of other hair bands in there, right?
Yeah.
Was it like... not? Why am I thinking Van Halen? Van Halen one of them?
No.
Whitesnake?
Really?
No, I can't remember who.
No.
But other big names. Def Leppard. Def Leppard was one for sure.
So 2 bands I don't like.
Oh, you don't like Def Leppard either?
So why would I buy a ticket?
Don't they sing Pour Some Sugar on Me?
Yeah.
And you don't like that?
No.
Wow. I think the show's over, Winston. I can't remember the other ones, but it's some sort of reunion tour. They're a stadium tour, too, I think. Like, they're playing big venues.
Really?
So I'm not really worried about anything getting sold out, so no, I didn't jump on it right away.
Okay. Better do that now because the dollar is going to be.
That's a good point.
Taking a big hit.
That's a good point.
Yeah, get on that.
Maybe. Ooh, I wonder if Trump will put a tariff.
I was just going to say
on every Canadian heading south for concerts.
Well, he'll put a tariff on the tickets.
Put a tariff.
25% extra. What's Disney World? In addition
to just the dollar transition, like, oh my God.
What's Disney World going to do? Disney World usually offers Canadians a 25% discount, which we got.
Disney World will probably declare a portion of their territory Canada, just for the. Hey,
did you hear that? That Trump wants to make us the 51st state.
Yeah, I heard that.
What's your feeling on that?
I feel that he's joking, and most serious people don't listen to him anyways. But I don't know.
Well, he's clearly joking, but he has certainly ruffled some feathers up here in Canada.
Well, someone needed to just come back with, if that's how many states?
It's a joke.
How many states you often hear say, I want to leave and go to Canada? Or how about this? How about this? If he's talking like that, and I hear people saying about, imagine if things were combined, the power, the GDP, this and that. You know what it's called?
What?
Free trade, damn it.
Which we already have.
Oh, but if this is what we're really talking about now, it's all or nothing. This is what I would propose, okay, as with someone with a plethora of geopolitical and economic experience in big deals, right?
Yeah.
I would say,
that
100% into what?
The vehicle.
I get going. Yeah.
The parts go back and forth
7 times or something.
12 times.
12 times. There you go.
Yeah.
My first thought there is that's wildly inefficient.
Well, yeah.
But whatever. Yeah. But I could see things happening back and forth a couple times. I get it. It's an integrated system, right?
Yeah.
So I would say you open it up, you 100% integrate both economies. And what that would mean is the hell with border control, number one. Okay, the hell with it. Do you know, prior to... I've worked with people, older folks, where there was no physical border, man. Do you know anyone back in the day? Even my dad, in the 60s, They would drive down to Ogdensburg and put a motor in a car and drive back. There was no one stopping you at the border.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So when did that come in?
I don't know.
Right?
But you know, and there's I think it's in New Brunswick and Maine. Mm-hmm. There's a street that runs through.
Oh, there's a couple in Quebec and Vermont as well.
Like in a small town, they run through.
Of course.
Maine.
Yeah.
And Canada Post has to make a delivery.
Yeah.
And they can't go through because this was they were always going through, no problem.
Yeah.
Up until a few years ago, where
there was a lot of
I think it was a COVID, where the U.S. said put a stop to that.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, how do I get my?
No, it's ridiculous.
My mail now.
There's a
not that it matters now. Today,
there's a library in Quebec right on the border with Vermont, and the line literally goes through the library. Like, there's a lot of neat little things about our relationship with that great nation. But
it's still the longest unpatrolled border.
It is, and I mean, but I say Trump's going on about border control. Like, I get it with Mexico. Nothing against Mexico, really, but it's a whole different kind of set of values and lifestyles. You can't tell me, okay, if I blindfolded you and I dropped you off in, Charlotte, North Carolina, or Saskatoon, maybe not this time of year, and then I ask you, where are you? Like, it's like we're similar.
Oh yeah,
like we're very similar. Yeah. We share sports leagues. We share TV. Like, so open it up economically.
Americans don't care about Canada enough. Though.
Well, some do. Like, that's the thing.
Like, they asked my daughter, "Do you still celebrate Christmas?"
I know. Yeah, come on. Americans are not the brightest people.
No,
a lot of them.
No.
But
well, we love them,
of course. And I mean, like the states close to us, like the biggest ones I can think of that are going to be the hardest hit. Okay. States like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, they trade almost exclusively with Canada. Like Wisconsin doesn't trade with Mexico, right? Texas and Arizona and California do, but these border states up here where you say the cars go back and forth, like Michigan, it's everything, right? And wouldn't it run a lot smoother if there, first of all, no tariffs, of course, but even no border control and integrated dollar. Like, I know some people are tied to the the romance of our colored bills and shit, but like, when you really think of it, who cares? We should have been locked to the American dollar 20 years ago.
Well, ours has the ours have the queen on them.
Yeah, sure. But again,
or now it would be the king, but
what do we really care about?
Yeah.
We always care about, well, is it worth 80 cents? Is it worth 60 cents?
I know.
There was a short period we were $1.10. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's all a joke. It should be pegged. And why not peg it at $1 even? Like, our standard of living would increase dramatically with just a tied dollar. Anyways, I from the hip here.
Well, I tend to agree with you, of course, but I don't know. It's strange because the one thing that I found funny was that how much people got pissed off by Trump saying, calling Trudeau Governor Trudeau and Canada the 51st state.
Yeah.
Like,
it didn't bug me. It didn't bug me from the way it should have bugged me, because I'm not a big Trudeau fan either. And I really
I'm not either, but I just thought it was
my personal take on it was he's sticking it to Trudeau. There's a real it's a real sad lack of respect from both of those leaders towards each other, and it sucks.
Well, listen to Trudeau. He comes back and he says, well, you should have elected a woman,
Yeah, what is that?
He says that the other day. But they're working on the hill.
Comeback,
working on the hill. There's a real panic there from the Liberal Party right now.
There has to be.
About what's going on with Trump's proposed tariffs.
I have less than zero sympathy for the Liberal Party until they get a new leader.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is,
they don't have another.
And you won't hear me say this a lot. I'm probably like the far majority of Canadians. I'm a centrist. We're in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know this for a fact, because it seems who's ever in power, I'm always a little bit resistant to a lot of their stupid policies.
Yeah.
Right? So right now, it's sure not
including the GST holiday that you just
all
didn't
of
have
it.
to
It's
pay on
just
the coffee.
it's stupid. Like
Yeah.
I'm resistant to a ton of these liberal policies because I think they're just way too left. They're way too financially irresponsible. They make no sense. They don't even stand up for Canadians. Like
this one is obviously a vote buying.
It's super fresh. That's just a dumb one. Yeah.
Vote buying.
But then I'll just to be totally transparent. Then like we have a very, well, not even very, but we have a conservative government in the province, and I'm not on board with 100% of that stuff. So
I don't like everything.
I'm not a right winger. So I'm like
Everything
I'm
he's
in the
done
middle
either.
somewhere, like most Canadians, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was talking to one of the reporters at work, the one that you like. I'm just trying to log
The one
back
that I like.
Yeah, Cormac.
Oh, I love Cormac. Yeah.
I'm just trying to log.
Shout
back
out to
into my-
Cormac McSweeney, 1310 News,
which is no longer right.
570 News,
580.
570 Kitchener-Waterloo. I hear.
Oh, is it
that.
in 570 in Kitchener?
Well, what's Toronto? The Toronto one's the big one.
580.
580 News. Yeah.
So he made a good point the other day, which, you know what, I didn't even realize. Okay, so when you're in groceries, you're charged. You're not charged the
No.
GST.
We're not charged anything.
Wait, before let me explain it.
Okay.
If it's a pack of 6,
But
but
pack of 6.
you know how to charge GST.
6-pack of what? Eggs?
Could be anything. Eggs, could be
Cuban cigars.
multi-grain bars, and
Okay.
donuts. So if
Yeah.
it's 6 donuts,
Donaires.
you're not charged GST.
Okay.
If it's 5 and
Yeah.
and under, you are charged GST.
Really?
Yeah. So he made a good point
Huh.
that what has happened with the shrinkflation
Yeah.
that we all
Oh.
see, they used to have
More
6
tax.
packs, but now they're going with 5 and 4 in these
Plus tax.
boxes. So now you're charged the GST on that.
I
So
never,
it's-
I never
so-
knew that at all.
So are the grocery stores colluding with the government to get more tax out of people,
Interesting.
right?
I think they would be.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because now that I bought these Nutrigrain bars or whatever
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah. The bars.
There's
yeah.
5 of them in there,
So you're
so
seriously
I'm
taxed
paying
on
tax
it.
on that.
I've never
Just
heard of
GST. I don't believe there's HST on that.
Excusez-moi.
I don't believe there's the full.
I didn't know that
13%.
was one of their little
Tricks?
loops there, little tricks.
Yeah.
So quantities under 6.
6. Yeah, if it's 6 and above,
Oh,
you don't
that's
pay GST.
exhausting.
But that's
Man.
always been the rule when it
I
came
never
back
knew
in. I
that.
worked at
Okay.
the GST office
Yeah.
when it first came out
Okay.
in the call center.
Really?
You know, yeah.
Oh, neat.
And they were expecting that they would get a lot of calls, but you know what? They shut it down after maybe a year because they weren't getting the calls they expected. But
I mean, calls, questions about GST.
yeah, because when it was first
and
implemented,
you worked there?
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
yeah, when it was first implemented, they opened all these call centers, hired a bunch of people because
Okay.
they were
Like you?
like me, because
I
they
swear
figured
every week I hear about another job you had on your resume. It's fascinating.
that one doesn't go into my resume. Actually, I should have put it in there.
GST call center.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they opened that because they thought they were going to get a lot of calls. Certainly, we got calls, but not to the amount expected. So they shut us down after.
I wonder what kind of. I would love to go back and find one of the calls that you took and your answer, if it was adequate or not.
Probably not, because some of it I didn't quite understand
Did you
what it
wing
was
it?
on.
Or were you like, give me a
No,
minute,
no,
I
no.
have to flip through
Oh
my
yeah,
document?
yeah. You
had to
got,
look up an
or
answer?
I got to talk to my manager on that one, because some of them, like the easy ones,
Like
yeah,
a Ford truck salesman.
exactly.
Let me check.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me check.
That was basically it. Yeah, because some of it was complicated, but
Yeah.
like you said, like I just said, if I buy a pack of 5 donuts, is there
Yeah.
GST? Yes. If I buy 6, no. What?
Where's
Yes.
that-
If you
where's-
buy 5 or
Where's
less,
Avril
it's GST.
Lavigne when you need her to write another song, eh?
What do you mean?
Why does everything have to be so complicated?
Nice. I missed that one.
That's all right. That's why you got fired from your
Yeah,
GST call center
exactly.
job.
No, laid off.
Oh, laid off.
Yeah,
Did they give you severance?
probably. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Huh. You have so many jobs, eh? Did you enjoy watching your Senators the last 3 games?
Yes.
For the Podbeanskis out there, we're talking about the National Hockey League Ottawa Senators.
Yes.
Rapidly climbing the standings.
Apparently, as of today, they're in a playoff. They're in the
way.
last wild card spot.
No way.
Yeah.
I am No, I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because they only had 26 points.
They had 30. They have 32 points apparently.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they won. They just won 3 games in a row, which is haven't done that for a few years. Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually excited here.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's
on
6
Canada's
points.
sports leader website.
6 points right there from
TSN.
26. That would bring you up to 32 if my math is
Okay.
correct, which not always
Well,
is.
I'm not denying it when I check it here.
I don't have my
I'm
phone
just
on me,
excited.
so.
Would you look at that?
There you go.
I can't believe it. At 30 games played, 15 wins, 13 losses, 2 overtime losses, gives us 32 points, good for the second seed in the wild card.
Yeah.
Ahead of your Flyers,
Mm-hmm.
Rangers, Islanders, Pens. See, that was a big game.
Yeah.
We lose to the Pens. We're stuck at 30, and we're in 7th.
31. Because we got a point for the
if we
overtime.
just lost
Yeah.
in regulation, though.
Oh, yeah.
I love the log jam. If we're in the mix, man, I think that's all you can ask for.
Well,
eh?
you know what? The game against the Canes and
Yeah.
even last night against Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
especially in the third period.
Yeah. More responsible play.
Well, no, they were in their end and couldn't get it out
Yeah,
most of the time.
but responsible.
They played a lot of the game in
Yeah.
Carolina in their own end, but
yeah. But that's my point. just find they're responsible. They're not
but here's
overly chasing. They're making
well, you know what I think has made a
decisions.
difference in
What?
these last couple of games?
What?
The goaltending.
100%.
Allmark, Linus
Yeah. Linus got the win last
has
night.
been
Yeah.
the goaltender they
The
expected.
goaltender we paid for.
Exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So that's
Linus.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yep.
He gives you a chance to win,
Yep.
and that's exactly what happened.
Now I'm just having a look at goals for here and goals against and difference. We're only +4, which actually, that's the. Hang on. Let me make my point here. +4 is literally 1, 2, 3. We're the 5th best team plus minus in the East. And that's the true definition of a wild card.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Because if you look at the wild card, they try to keep everyone in the mix, eh? So the wild card goes from 1 to 10. Tampa, Ottawa, Philly, New York, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Detroit, Buffalo, Montreal. You know why I'm saying it so slowly?
Why?
Because I have to figure it out based on just the symbols.
The
Which my brain
team's-
doesn't work
The
that
team's
quick.
logos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, Columbus. Anyways, Tampa +30, Ottawa +4, Rangers +2. Everyone
Tampa
else,
+30.
yeah, +30.
wow.
But then it drops out. Everyone else is minus. So, oh my God, like Pittsburgh is -24. That's brutal. They're the second worst, actually.
Hasn't the Rangers fallen off a cliff? Eh?
Have they? They
Oh,
were high
yeah.
early on.
Oh, they were good early on,
Okay,
but
well,
they
right now
have,
they're a +2.
they have fallen off the
Yeah.
cliff.
But look at the Habs. They're -31. Are they
Ugh.
going anywhere?
No.
The way it looks, though, with points, say it's always misleading. If I'm a Habs fan, 25 points, I'm still thinking there's a chance, right? Like
Well-
you're only, like technically, you're only, well, you're 7 points out of a spot.
Yeah,
right?
their play does not indicate that
No.
they will come back,
No.
though.
No, it doesn't. And Buffalo, Detroit. I'm sick of Detroit. Hey, I hope they just go away. Detroit, Pittsburgh, Columbus. Anyways, we're rambling here,
Yeah.
but I
you
am.
know what?
I'm happy that you pointed that out. I did not think they were in a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I mean, I think the goaltending has really come on with
Yep.
Hallmark,
Yep.
and I think that's part of the reason why they've been
Yeah.
able to win a couple
Yeah.
games here.
And a little bit of scoring distribution now. Wasn't it nice to see Pinto get that goal?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
He scored his second and third
Yeah.
goal of the season. Who would have thought he'd only had
And
3
who
goals?
else scored their second and third goal of the season recently?
Shabbat?
Thomas Chabot.
Yeah.
Your Ottawa defenseman, Thomas Chabot.
I mean, you know what? The most underrated pickup of the season has been that Nick Jensen guy.
Mm-hmm.
The offseason trade with
I really like him.
Washington.
Yeah.
He's been able to really stabilize.
I agree. He
Shabbat.
is out there with Chabot. Did you watch the game last night?
I did, yeah.
Did you see when the announcers were complimenting him and Chabot together?
Yes. Yeah.
Wasn't that neat?
Yeah.
How they're like over and over. One of them gets the puck, knows where the other one
Yeah,
is.
but they did cough it up for a goal.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
overall, Jensen, who is what? Traditionally not a top 4 defenseman, probably.
No, I
is
think he was in
Was he?
the Caps.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
He
I
was
love
with
him.
the Caps,
I love
yeah.
him. I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good pickup. He's kind of like a Mark Mathot was to
Yeah,
Carlson.
perfect.
Yeah, and Shabbat, he's back into form.
He's back. When he's wheeling with the puck,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
back into form that we saw
Yeah.
early in his career,
And that's what you want.
and it's really nice to see that.
Because I still say our top defenseman is who?
Sanderson,
Sanderson. By
but he
far,
has
right?
not. I mean, look who he's paired with though.
Yeah, but I mean,
Zub is out, so they got it paired
who-
with Hamonic.
He's with Hamonic right now.
And no disrespect to Hamonic,
I know,
but the
but
guy's
he's-
old and
I
slow,
agree,
and
I
it's tough for
Yeah.
Sanderson.
But it's great to see Sanderson. Like if he's okay with it, like
Well, he's not going to voice his
No, I
displeasure
know, but
if
he's
he's
so
not.
skilled. Like that, I love seeing him wheel with the puck. Eh?
Yeah,
Giroux had some flashes of brilliance again last night.
I love G.
Yeah, G with his assist to Chabot for the goal
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He pulled that goalie so far out, man.
Oh, I
He
know.
was halfway to the corner.
I know.
And then I'm like, just get it out front. And then Chabot hammers it, eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of hammering it, that friggin' Kachuk goal, man, was sick.
Yeah,
You think
like
but this is what I want to talk about. Is
yeah.
that a skilled play or a luck play? That goal.
well, I think it's a skilled play because I
Friggin'
think
right it
I
is.
think what happened there is
Yeah.
that well, it was on Carlson too. Eh?
Yeah.
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 I think what happened there for the
We
goal.
need Carlson back.
You think
Hey,
so?
Carlson and Sanderson, man. Could you
Oh,
imagine that pair?
well, no, they wouldn't pair them together.
No, too much. Eh?
Yeah. But
Carlson third
D.
Wouldn't that be wild?
Yeah, he would be
Carlson as your
3D.
third D.
Yeah.
Frig, I just love Carlson.
Yeah.
I love him.
I know. It's too bad we gave him up. But
Hey, he has let it known he'd come back. He
Really?
would come absolutely,
He's done
especially with the new ownership.
right.
His buddy Alfie on the bench. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
His wife. Did you see him got his big haircut yesterday?
I saw that. Yeah.
He said it's home. And he still calls Ottawa home.
Yeah. Well, I
Make
think
it
he lives
happen.
here, does he not? In the off season?
I think so. Yeah. Well, his
Yeah.
wife's from here.
Yeah, yeah.
So Ottawa's home, which is really really cool,
Yeah.
right? But get him, make it happen.
Yeah, you don't want to give up too much for him, though.
No,
That's the
not.
problem.
But, and that's the thing. He's not worth too much anymore.
No, exactly.
But when you get somebody that maybe will pour their heart into it because it's home, like they used to call it kind of a hometown
Would he be
discount.
okay with a third pairing?
Again?
But I
probably.
mean, you got two young guys on the third
Yeah.
pairing, and they look pretty
Yeah.
good now
Yeah.
too. But
Anyways, yeah,
that
yeah. What were you
goal,
gonna say? The goal, yeah.
I think it handcuffed the goalie
Mm-hmm.
because two things: one, he was probably partially screened from
Yeah,
Carlson,
Yeah.
and two, when Kachuk pulled it,
Little toe drag.
little toe dragger,
Half toe drag.
half
yeah.
toe drag, it meant that the goalie had to move a little bit and was not set,
100%.
and the shot was right along the ice, and it
Exactly.
went right under his pad.
And that's why I say it is definitely a calculated shot.
Yeah.
You get that goalie moving ever so slightly,
Yeah.
and that stick is not the goalie stick is not
And
hard
his-
on the
and
ice.
his pad
It's
is
in
not set.
because the speed of that shot.
Yeah.
This is what I don't think people appreciate. That was a wrister, man, on
Yes.
the ice.
Yes.
That I bet you that was as fast as some of these friggin' guys slappers. Like that thing was in the net.
Yeah.
Like it was like and they had the mic on.
Yeah.
That thing went thump
Yeah.
and his stick was like it looked instantaneous.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That puck got in that net fast and
It
that
did,
goalie
yeah.
was not set. It was like I almost think even if he was partially set, it was hard enough it would have busted through. What a shot.
Well, if he had shot it any higher, it would have
Yeah.
hit a pad or gone
Yeah.
into him. But
So
but
I
it
love
was
that.
nice that it. But but the thing, like you said, like you're right, because when he toe dragged it,
Yeah.
the goalie had to move.
Had to move.
Yeah.
Moved kind of into the screen. Like there was a lot of
Yeah.
little things that worked for that goal.
Yeah.
And just a little reminder to our little DDTs out there skating around early in the morning on their little teams. A good hard wrist shot on the ice. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, could be the goal that puts Ottawa into the playoffs.
The
this
best
year.
pass.
You heard it here first from DDT.
There you go. Well, you just said that.
Yeah, but you're the one
Right.
who thinks it.
The best shot. I mean, the best pass is a shot pass.
Yes.
You hear that?
I
You
agree
know
with
what
that
a shot
too.
pass is? Yeah.
Well, it's a purpose. It's a
nice
purposeful
low shot off the
rebound.
pad. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that was the other thing I would have added, which you just did. Stole my thunder. Had that save been made, that puck's bouncing right
would have
back
been a
out to the other
rebound.
side
Yeah,
where
exactly.
maybe someone is, right,
Exactly.
to bury it.
Yeah.
See a lot of them. I used to run
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as a drill. It was the best drill.
I don't understand why they don't do it more often.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
a guy coming down the wing.
Yeah.
He's got really no angle or
Yeah.
anything like that, but he's got the angle to the shot
That's
pass.
great.
Take a shot
Yeah.
at low pad height. Let it bounce off the pad.
I ran a drill in most of my teams where just to program the mind, just to get them thinking that it's a viable option.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not hogging the puck. It's just an option, right? So I wouldn't let them pass.
Yeah.
They would have to go down wide on one side and hammer it. And the other offensive player would be way on the other side coming down.
Yeah.
And it would help the goalie with rebound control in that too.
Yeah.
Because it was surprising how many times the puck would still V-bounce off right over to the other player.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you hammered it properly low, they'd make the save, but it would dribble out the other way for an easy goal.
Absolutely.
Right? Happened a lot.
Always.
Yeah.
That's the way
And
the
I guess
rebounds
from the
work.
goalie's perspective, usually just because they weren't purposely or they weren't positioned properly facing the shooter. If they were slightly off, it's like a shot off the boards. But if you're right 90 degree on, it's going to go back kind of that way.
Well, it depends. Like, you got to place that shot along the ice,
Yeah.
along the pad,
It's got to be low on the pads.
where they do the butterfly. Because when
Yes.
they do the butterfly,
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
kick out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So that's, it was a good game. They let
Yeah.
Pittsburgh come back in it, but,
Yeah.
they played the night before. They needed to find a bit of their extra
Beauty.
legs. And,
And I think that'll be a nice little boost for them as they head west.
Oh, my
Don't
God,
they do
they're the
don't they do
road-
a dumb road trip now
well, like, they're not back. They don't play again in
Yeah.
Ottawa until, like, January.
after the World Juniors.
Yeah.
So I saw the schedule. Now, riddle me this. I think they go Seattle, Vancouver, Edmonton
Yeah.
within 3 games, nicely spread out though.
Yeah.
Like over the week.
Yeah.
And then they must fly home over Christmas.
They
I'm
have some
assuming.
time off, it looks like.
Yeah, a few days.
between-
Like they either
yeah.
fly home to Ottawa or they go wherever they want if the coach
Yeah.
is nice, right? Gives them
Right.
a break. And then they play in Winnipeg after Christmas. Yeah, so dumb question, but there's no way they would stay on the road over Christmas.
Yes. Probably not.
No, okay.
Probably come home.
Yeah, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting stuff. World
Anyway.
Juniors.
Oh, I wanted to mention one thing.
Yeah.
Does it kind of smell down here?
Like what?
Like poo?
Oh,
And maybe Winston's farting
is
a
it
bit
because
there.
of the lack of diapers on Winston?
No,
today?
he might be farting up a storm there. Little SBDs.
I'm on the
Silent but deadlies.
yeah, I'm on the tail end of a cold, so my
Oh,
nose is
okay,
a little
maybe
bit
that's
off.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can smell some things, but I don't smell your poo.
Yeah, I think it might be him.
Okay.
He does it in the room upstairs. Like,
Yeah.
my wife comes down. What's that smell? It's like, did he
poor
poo?
Winston.
No, he's just farting up a storm.
Forget it.
He's what, like 90 years old now?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Okay, I got to get off the stats here, man. I love TSN how they like everything's here, eh? Like these goal differentials. I didn't know Washington was the #1 team in that division either.
Yeah.
Washington, Jersey,
Yeah.
and Carolina. So that was a nice win over Carolina then.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
that was.
set
But
of-
again, goaltending, right?
yeah.
He played well.
Another-
He was like Allmark wasn't even supposed to start last night.
I know. They play him. If he play him, he's a pro.
So Forsberg, the other goalie,
Yeah, he tweaked something.
something in the
Yeah.
pre-warm up.
Yeah, did you see the
Warm up.
emergency backup call up?
Yeah, did
I
you see
love
the guy?
those stories.
There's a video of him running across the bridge with his equipment.
No.
I saw that this morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
like
the
the bridge
E-bug.
at the rink?
Yeah, so you know how there's the
Oh my God, not the road over to Tanger there where there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no sidewalk.
Yeah,
even.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
running
I
across
think it
that
was-
with his
yeah,
bag.
Yeah. He was at the game apparently.
Oh,
Like just
okay.
as a fan,
Gotcha.
he was
Okay,
wearing a
okay.
Norris jersey.
I saw that.
And
yeah.
So then he got the call. I guess he brought his equipment because you never know.
Yeah.
Because he's the E-bug. And he went back over to go grab it. I
What a
suppose
cool
came running back,
Yeah.
but I didn't see him on the bench though. He was apparently hanging out in the locker room.
Yeah, why
all
wouldn't he be
dressed.
on the bench?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't want him on the bench.
What do they got to sign him to a contract for that?
There must be something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe
I'm not sure how that
maybe they
works.
just are so anal about, trade secrets, like hearing like thinking he might go share shit with another team for money or something.
Well, he's probably sitting in there when they come in the room at
And talking.
intermission.
Yeah, that's true too.
He's the goalie for the University.
Well, maybe
of
he had a
Ottawa.
choice. Yeah, maybe he had more fun just hanging out back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But come on, front row to see the game on the
Exactly.
bench.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the goalie for the University of Ottawa
Yeah,
team.
cool.
So that's good. Good for him.
Mm.
He didn't get in a game like the one E-bug in
Oh,
Carolina
yeah,
in Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah,
That was wild.
the Zamboni driver.
Yeah.
And he beat the Leafs,
Unreal.
right? That must have been a low point for the Leafs.
Yeah, no kidding.
Although maybe they knew him because they probably knew him, so they probably like, well, we'll just take it easy on him.
Yeah.
But I think the team in front of you,
Plays up.
Plays-
They love those stories.
yeah,
they
they-
mobbed that guy after
Yeah.
like I love those stories.
they play a lot harder.
It's got to be the only sport out there with a scenario like that, eh?
I think so.
Where you can't have it's just not cost effective to have 3 NHL goalies at the game
No,
every night.
they
So you
couldn't,
got your
yeah.
backup,
Exactly.
and then it's my understanding there's just
There's always an
it's like
E-bug in the building.
Yeah, it's a plan. There's like a shared third goalie.
Yeah.
Some guy
Yeah.
with minimal but
He plays
enough
high-level
skill.
hockey, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
don't know,
university, he's playing
but that's
he's playing OUA, right?
sure, but that's a ridiculous jump.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
well, yeah,
NHL.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like, I mean, a better jump would be a farm team
AHL,
goalie, or I might even say OHL or something. Well, it's hard to say. What's better, OHL or
Well, I
OUA?
don't know because they might have draft rights
Yeah, right,
in the OHL.
So, anyways,
They probably
got
got to
someone-
get somebody that's
Yeah,
undrafted.
they got
so,
somebody they can put in there that could stop the puck if it
Yeah.
hits them, kind of. But
Yeah.
no, neat. But no other sport like football, baseball. There's no
You wouldn't
real
need it.
unique situation like that.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
I would say even in soccer, like your
Well, they have a
backup goalie
backup
gets
goalie.
hurt, but then you're not going to the crowd. You're probably just going to a player to put on the the different
exactly,
shirt. But in
exactly.
hockey, imagine you go put Jensen, you're in.
Strap the pads
Yeah,
on you.
Like that would
Like
be
minor
brutal.
hockey,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be so awkward.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that could be fun. Maybe they make a rule like that.
Maybe that's what they should do. Well,
Oh.
too bad. You can't
Yeah.
have an emergency goalie. You
Yeah.
got to strap the
That's
pads
it.
on the
Flip
guy.
a coin. You
Yeah.
get someone.
Exactly.
So then you end up getting these odd players that have played some
Because-
goalie, and then you
Well-
pick them to be on the roster just in case.
Actually, you say it doesn't happen in
Yeah.
in other sports.
Baseball,
Baseball.
catcher. Is that what you're thinking?
No, pitcher.
Oh. Well,
They
yeah, but
run
they have
out of
so
pitchers.
many pitchers.
Well, they go to
Yeah,
they go to the bench.
They'll go to a field position. to
exactly,
play.
and then the guy,
Yeah,
it's
is
like
lobbing in like
lob-
40 miles, which
Yeah.
is you're right. That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
You usually only ever see that though when the game's like 15-3, right?
Yeah, and they
so
don't
the team
wanna
doesn't want to waste any. They're like they're giving
Yeah.
up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fun games too.
Yeah, it's
And-
hilarious to watch.
Yeah,
that.
and what's really funny there is half the time these guys, they're not knocking dingers off them because they're
No.
trying so hard. They foul off the first two.
Yeah, 'cause they
and then
wanna
they
hit a dinger,
connect
yeah.
well, but it's a pop out or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the pitcher's not striking them out, but
No.
they're not getting.
no, because
Yeah.
they're like trying to kill it.
Yeah. It's actually pretty
Here
fun
it comes
to
in
watch.
at 40 miles
Yeah.
per hour. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
kill this.
looks
thing,
like a
and it's-
beach ball, and you just want to hammer it.
Yeah,
and
it's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even worse than batting practice because at least at batting practice, a pitcher is an old coach or something who
Yeah.
can still throw 60 miles an hour,
Yeah.
so it's more of a straighter pitch.
Yeah.
But that'd be like you or me up there, like just to get it there, it's going to loop in.
Imagine if they had like emergency pitcher in
to
the,
be shared
in the stands.
Yeah,
right. You're the guy
that would be
to
cool.
be called out when they run out of pitchers or
That
they don't
would
want to
be
use their
awesome.
pitcher.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
here's
So I thought
Joe Blow.
I thought what you were gonna say is the other specialty position is catcher.
I've never seen.
Yeah.
You can throw a guy in there.
But what you cannot necessarily. So almost every team, well, you have your two.
Yeah.
Your starter, your backup. But there's always someone that has some. So for the Jays, it's Varsho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Varsho's a Gold Glove outfielder, but
Yeah.
he has played catcher.
Oh, okay.
So he's the guy that goes
A
in.
third.
Third catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, imagine an NHL roster that has their two goalies, and then random skater forward who played a little bit of
I played minor
goaltender
hockey.
just for fun, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I was 11 years
Yeah,
old,
that's right.
I played because they had to share the position.
Oh God.
Everybody has to play every position.
I went in goalie once,
I never played goal.
like in university, I think, just like a pickup game for fun, and God, was that hard.
Yeah,
It was hard.
I know.
Like the biggest thing for me was I had zero skills, like going butterfly, going down or
Well,
whatever.
did they even do the butterfly back then?
Oh, probably. Or at least goalies went down to make saves. I
Because-
was rigid. I just stayed high.
If you got down,
So my
you
save,
couldn't get back up.
the viewer can't see this, but if it's a low shot to the left, I'm sticking my leg
Well, that's
out
what
to
they
try
used to do.
Yeah, that's right.
In the
Yeah.
like before they did
Sure.
the butterfly.
Yeah. Well, that was me.
Yeah.
Like, and if I fell down, it was actually difficult to hop back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was not
Yeah.
fun.
No.
I was okay with the glove. Like, if
Yeah.
the shot was high on that side,
Yeah.
I could catch it, but
Blocker?
that was it. Blocker was just a weird thing to do, right? Because you're used to catching with your hand. So
Yeah.
it's like, how do you have the back of your hand to try to... So, no, I wasn't great with
I
that.
might have been okay because my brother and I, we used to play hockey
Yeah.
in our basement.
Yeah, so
together.
you play.
So, we'd swap out who played goal and then
Cool.
take shots and stuff.
Yeah, so no, I enjoy scoring, and it was a neat experience. It made me appreciate a goalie. And people in front of you, like, that was chaos. Like, goalies can see pretty good unless they're screened. I
Yeah.
felt like I was screened constantly. Like,
Should ask my daughter.
anybody in front of me.
Ask
if-
my daughter about
yeah.
that.
No, I seriously, like, I thought this is a wicked position. Like, I have so much respect for goalies because,
Yeah.
the puck would go to the point. I'd be like trying to, impossible.
Yeah.
A real goalie could probably see it easily. I was like so frustrated because there'd be all these people in front of me.
Well, if you were standing up tall, you weren't going to see it.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why they crouch
That's
down.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the style.
Oh.
Like if you watch
That's right. The old hockey.
the old hockey, there was all stand up and
Yeah.
they had their pads together.
That's right.
right. And they would stand there.
Yeah.
And again,
Those
the listener
those
can't- with the leather
cow
pads.
leather
yeah.
pads. Yeah.
They had this, and then they would kick out their leg to
Yeah.
make the save. Oh, pad
Yeah.
save.
That's right.
Kick it out.
DDT is standing, making left
Yeah.
and right leg saves.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
For you at home.
And so that style changed.
Yeah.
But I say they go back to that.
I'm getting a call
Right.
here from Ziggy. I wonder if I should
Oh.
call him right over the air.
Oh yeah.
I better not. I should call him back though, quick.
Yeah.
How much time? What are we doing for time?
Oh, we're at 47:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all getting texts about the Costco run.
Butter
too. Oh.
pucks.
Yeah. Why is my?
I think I
phone
have to go to
blowing up
Costco
here?
too. Do you mind if when you go, can you pick me up some bread?
Probably not.
Oh, thanks.
Did you get the butter tarts? Text from Grandma. I had lots of fun at the rink with Eric and his dad. Hopefully not too much fun.
Did they give you a painting?
I'll tell you about it when I get talking to you. Yeah. And then I'm asking her to get me some gingerbread houses that are apparently on sale at the Walmart.
Oh,
Look at this. See this gingerbread house package?
yeah.
It's not one gingerbread house. It's like 5.
Uh,
So I think that's a good deal.
Oh. There's actually 5?
5 little... Yeah, it's like a gingerbread
It's
town.
it's a village.
It's a gingerbread village. I
Yeah,
like
they
that.
have little gingerbread men and women.
It reminds me of... no men and women.
Oh,
Reminds me of the...
I love
historical-
eating the gingerbread women.
I bet you do. It reminds me of the little Irish history villages that we used to visit. Oh, what a trip. No, I see them in Walmart. Yeah, so anyways, I got my shopper on this for me. How much do you think that would cost?
Oh, I'm going to say $30.
Yeah.
But
so-
there's no GST on it.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Is there?
Yeah. No,
well,
there
it's
wouldn't
5
be now.
though. It's 5, not 6.
Well, apparently they're on sale for 10 in Canada
Oh.
and 6 in CP. See?
Cheaper in CP.
Lower cost of everything out there.
$6
Yeah, so
for 5.
I might try to put an order in
good.
here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I would like you to buy me 8 of those gingerbread houses if they are $6 each.
8.
If that's possible.
Why 8?
Thanks. Let me know if you can do this.
Why 8?
All right. Projects at work.
Ah,
Nobody works too hard the week before Christmas, right?
true.
Yeah. Some people show a lot of movies. I prefer hands-on work.
Nice.
Something like a good gingerbread competition.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Yeah, that's fun for the kids.
I'd say.
Yeah, that's very fun.
What's your plan leading up? How's your holidays over the Christmas break?
I
Did
have
you guys get 2 weeks?
I have no vacation.
Because of Italy?
Yeah, Italy. I
You
have
used
no.
them all up?
I did. Well, no, I had one left, which I was going to take on the 27th.
One day.
Yeah.
On the 27th.
I was
so you
gonna-
actually have to work between Christmas and New Year's?
Well, okay, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I had one day left.
Yeah.
I was going to take the 27th, which is a
Okay.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
So that would have given me
A nice long weekend.
exactly.
Oh, I see. Because you get the 26th is a holiday.
26 is a holiday.
Okay, I got you.
25, 26 are
The
holidays.
27th is the one day you would have to work.
Right.
Take it off.
But I had one vacation day left.
Yeah.
I was going to use that then.
Yeah.
But then my daughter needed
Right.
picking up
You had
on
to
a
burn the
Monday.
day
I
for
had to
that.
burn that day for that.
Oh, that sucks, man. You should have just sent the wife to get her, man. You didn't even have to go.
She was like,
She could have went.
Yeah, when we went down there, she's like, I could have gone myself.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well,
a
now
lot.
we know.
Now you tell me.
Now we know. Well, next time. There's always a next time.
Yeah, so apparently I have to work on the 27th. What
won't
I'll
be
be
too
doing is probably nothing.
You know what?
imagine.
When I used to have a real job, I used to like working those days. Like I had
Yeah,
a
I
ton
don't
of
think
days
it's
I
gonna
would
happen.
bank back
Yeah.
in the old field of the hydrogeology. And yeah, if I were to take a day off, I would rather take a day off, July 15th, when it's a 14-hour day, tons of, get bang for the buck.
Yeah, yeah,
December 27th,
yeah.
come on. You're sitting in the office doing up random reports, doing whatever.
Yeah,
You're probably
yeah.
not out. You're not out
Uh,
doing a story on
I
anyone on that day. There's
highly
no way.
doubt it. I'll be surprised if anything
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
But
okay. But you never know, I guess.
well, the house is not sitting, which
Yeah.
makes up most of my job.
yeah, but if something happened downtown, they'd need someone on it.
If it
like
was
you.
major,
Yeah.
if it was national newsworthy.
National newsworthy.
Yeah. If it's not national newsworthy, I'm not going.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
tomorrow is the fall economic statement,
Oh, God.
which I suppose it's technically still fall.
Does anyone listen?
I don't know.
What's it
late.
concerning? Like, is
Well,
it going to be anything about interest rates or
No, it's about the budget. right?
GDP? Okay, so
Yeah.
nothing real. Like,
Well,
money
it's an
doesn't
update
matter.
on the Well, for the liberals,
doesn't
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
And it's a liberal statement.
Yeah, it's Freeland that's given it.
Yeah, so
Our finance minister.
God bless them all.
Yeah. So she's behind on her delivery of this,
Yeah.
blaming the conservatives, of course,
Mm.
for filibustering. So,
Filibustering.
yeah.
One of my favorite words.
No kidding, eh? Used in politics a lot in
Filibuster.
Canada.
This show is a filibuster. If we ever change the name, we'd have to work filibuster into it.
Cop car filibuster.
Not even cop car, just something more like
Filibuster coffee.
filibuster sends or DDTs filibusting. I don't know.
I should just filibuster during the whole show.
There it is.
Eh?
Just that title though, filibuster.
Yeah, just filibuster our
The
talk
filibuster
podcast.
with Duff and DDT. The filibuster.
the filibuster.
Because do they
Yeah.
use that word in any other country? Like, does the U.S. have a filibuster?
I imagine they use it in the UK because they have a similar
of
parliament
course. Good point.
to us.
Good point.
Yeah. No,
And-
I think they use it in the US too, actually.
Same, and it's
Meaning the
defined
same
as
thing.
what a meaningless, pedantic delay of process?
I think so. I'm not going to look it up.
I am now because I
Yeah.
love that. My definition sounded very,
that was
very
good. Maybe you're bang on.
Yeah. But it's something. It's
Like
delaying,
right now,
right?
we're filibustering. I think.
You
I think we're filibustering right now.
Filibuster?
Filibuster.
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 Filibuster. An action such as a prolonged speech, so we filibuster.
Oh.
So it's like a Tony Gabriel.
Oh,
They Tony Gabriel.
maybe we should rename our show to Tony Gabriel.
Yeah. Trudeau should stand up and say, enough of this Tony Gabriel.
Exactly.
Let's get to work for Canadians. Yeah. All members of the House, both sides.
Yeah.
No more Tony Gabriels. Prolonged speech that obstructs progress in a legislative assembly while not technically contravening the required procedures. Okay, so they totally do this in the states as well.
Yeah, they do.
I just thought they had a different word for
No, I think they still use
filibuster.
filibuster.
Yeah, it's a filibuster. What is a filibuster in simple terms? Procedure in which one or more members of a legislative body prolong debate on proposed legislation so as to delay or entirely prevent it.
The Conservatives have apparently been filibustering on something. I don't know what. So
Never works,
Liberals have
though.
blamed them for not giving the full. I think they don't want to do the full economic statement because they're not hitting their target numbers that they said they would do. Right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
filibustering.
what they delayed.
You can do an internal filibustering.
Well, they were filibustering.
Like your own
there.
party can.
Yeah. But you know what she'll say is basically she said, well, you have the best debt to GDP ratio of any G7
They
nation.
find one thing that looks good, eh?
Yeah.
I feel like we're filibustering right now.
We
DDT.
are filibustering.
Maybe we'll wrap it up
Wrap it up.
and
I'll
reconvene
take it.
in a week.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Try to pass some motions next week, maybe.
What motion?
End the filibustering.
What motion shall we pass next week?
We could put it up for debate if we need a fact checker anymore. 'Cause
Oh,
we're tired
that's
of getting told no.
true.
I'll wait till I get his yearly fee to help support the podcast schedule.
Right.
Then we'll decide.
Exactly.
That damn
well,
thing.
I'm not
That
gonna-
damn thing was up to $120 US, right?
Really, eh?
That's why. Yeah, you guys gave me a third of that last
Yeah,
time.
I know.
And now with the dollar, man, we're looking at. God, we could be $60 each if
Jesus.
we want to keep the connection, keep the
all
umbilical
right.
cord connected to Podbean.
It's all right.
I'm not unhappy with them. Like it's a pretty, it's a neat platform. It's easy enough to get something out there.
Yeah.
If they were not linked up automatically with Spotify and all that, I don't
It
think
might
I
not be
would.
worth it.
It wouldn't be worth it, but it's neat to see. I haven't checked in a while. It's neat to see how we automatically get on Spotify. I'd say that's the best way for listeners to find us.
Yeah, on Spotify.
There we go. Look at that. Cop Car Coffee. Boom. Yeah, I mean, and the whole Apple thing drives me nuts, but whatever. I don't have the patience
Well, they're
for that.
kind of snobby, eh?
So, yeah, well,
A little
just
snobby on Apple.
just difficult. Like I don't get. I'm not a techie either. I don't know how to do it. Basically, I would blame me. Season 5, episode 7. Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
There you go. So you look back. 6 is right there.
Yeah.
Look at these descriptions.
You
They're
got some
amazing.
numbers?
No,
You're not forwarding us the descriptions anymore.
I used to forward you the
I think so. I
descriptions
think you did. Yeah.
personally. In what, an email?
No, on text or something.
No.
No?
I don't have time for that.
Oh.
Yeah, last week I said this week, if you have nothing else going on, listen in for some real gems from the world of Canada Post, Landman on Prime, JB's Bizarre Garbage Cleanup. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The 69-cent dollar and so much more. Live from Scotty's. I should listen.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, this
That was
is
a couple
neat.
weeks
You
ago.
can make a comment right there.
Comment.
Look at that.
By the way, speaking of Canada Post, they were ordered back to work.
I heard
by
that this
our
morning.
Non-labor labor
Well, I heard
minister.
they were considering ordering them back.
No, I
Or
think
di-
they
is
did.
It's a done deal.
I think they have to start tomorrow.
That's
I believe.
That's a tough one. Nobody's winning there, eh?
No. I went to the picket line the other day.
Yeah.
Saw your buddy.
That's not a.
Saw your buddy Jugmeat.
Oh, he was on the picket line, was he?
Yeah.
Poor Jugmeat. That party too needs. There's a leadership void there,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of Canadians might align themselves that way, but maybe not with him at the helm. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't
Well,
really
he's
matter.
running the government now anyway.
He thinks he
Pretty
is.
much. Eh?
But nothing to be proud of. That's what I don't get. That's what the Conservatives keep hammering them on.
Yeah.
Like, if you're enjoying this little play at power, like, at least make it good. Like, it doesn't look... It's awful.
Well, everything they wanted, the Trudeau's come through with, right?
That's true. That's true.
Dental care, child care,
Yeah.
lunches.
Yeah, so maybe that's their success then.
Pharma care. Yeah.
Filibuster.
Filibuster care.
All right.
Speaking of poo.
Oh, you, eh?
Yeah.
Nah, it was your own smell.
Good.
You were sneaking a few out, maybe. God,
No,
yeah.
it's not me.
No, I seriously don't smell it. Maybe he cut a few.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Got the turtle
Yeah.
head.
Go enjoy your butter puck. That's what did it.
That's what
a little
did
bit
it.
of extra butter puck.
Exactly.